Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the official ARK Podcast number 191. My name's Mistletoe, and I'm here with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Atlas. The floor is yours, sir.
Thank you for the introduction, Mistletoe. And folks, welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. We're a couple hours later. We were traveling today, but we are here and we are ready for another one. And boy, is it a special one. We knew we would have an all-time high, but it is just going through the roof, folks. Let's go ahead and bring up the stats here. Let's see what's happening on the ARK. Another day of fantastic growth, 5,117. Keep growing, folks. Liquidity on PancakeSwap, 928,211 BUSD. Super bullish, always on the rise. We're about to break that 930. And after that, 50. And, well, folks, I think you know what's next. $1 million of liquidity sitting over on PancakeSwap. IOC reserves a bit down, 377,446 BUSD. Nothing to panic about. We understand there's weeks of a lot of growth, and there's also weeks where it's a little bit slower. But we're all here. We're calm, cool, and collected. Price is holding steady. Great updates today on our on and off ramps. Big news. I don't know how much we could actually tell you today. I'll hand that over to Brett in a little bit. But guys, it's looking amazing, and we're preparing for our tour, going out there and showing James at the water cooler and everyone out there who thinks they can, look at ARK and compare it to anything else that's out there. You can't, folks. You just can't. No. They want external revenue. I'm not going to say your names, but today was kind of funny. I woke up and I look at what's happening in the groups and some of these places where there's investors in ARK, and a lot of the narrative, even before launch, it's going to have the same fate. It's got an LMS. It's got this. And none of them have been able to do external revenue. That's just a fact. And we understand that it is such an important part of long-term sustainability. And who better to come on the scene in the worst of times but the ARK, understanding that last year was just brutal. And we're seeing the testimonials. We're understanding that, we've become the rehab for the degens and the little Jeets out there, and folks who have just gotten sick and tired of chasing the next big thing. And it's like a story that repeats itself. We're seeing all these folks getting distracted, and they're having their fun. And we understand, we're seeing that folks, even here on ARK, are having fantastic earnings. And because they're earning more ARK tomorrow and the next day, they're diversifying, but it's pretty pathetic. It's really sad, some of the stuff they're getting into. Today, I saw a group who, back then, they're on Discord, not going to name any names, was talking about external revenue. When external revenue for ARK, it's coming. But meanwhile, they're sitting there pumping pay, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to say the name. Just this trash. And it's like, are you serious? You want to hold us to a very high standard, which we hold ourselves to. It's just who we are. It's just what we do. It's how we work and where we're heading. But it's just funny to me how people get corrupted so easy, so quick, for the lure of a quick flip of a quick dollar. Come on now. Guys, we're so confident in what we're doing because we understand, we've explained this to you, we've shown you the roadmap, and they will come just like they came when we launched the contracts. They will come with our utilities. There's so many projects that are going to be using our on and off ramps. Our products are absolutely amazing, folks. And when bringing our decentralized VPN to the table, I mean, their jaws are going to drop to the floor, folks. And there's just really no, I think, argument or any reason for folks to get on board. And if they do want to have that 100x, 1000x, go to the moon, they're going to have it here at ARK, folks. Our privacy network, our token, the backbone of everything has a unbelievable potential. I can't tell you what it's going to do, but I can tell you it's going to be something that hasn't been done before. And it's going to create a lot of heat, a lot of attention from a lot of folks. So we're sitting here working very hard. I think our community's very calm, cool, and collected. They understand that everything here on the ARK is different. It's special. It's sustainable. And we have a roadmap that no one else has out there. And we have the connections and the great news today happening, to be able to integrate folks and plug into these systems with MasterCard and Visa. They just don't let any Joe Schmo walk through the door. This is serious business when you're operating at that level. There's licensing that you need to have in place that we'll give you more information about that a little bit later. We don't want to give too much away today. And anyway, we're pretty late. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Mr. Brett Nordine. Hear from him, how he's doing. Hope you're having a great day, sir.
Good. Happy travels. On the road again.
On the road.
I know.
Yes, sir.
I had a little bit of that a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, what's funny is this is the first time I've looked at the homepage, and when I heard just the prelude or something, I was expecting the ILC to be at 50K. So I haven't looked at it all day. We've been just grinding away here, and I guess that's the message I wanted to get across is, those are all just distractions. We're going to see the ebb and flow of the ILC. It's doing what it's meant to do. It keeps the price stable. And it gives us that confidence, that in 94 days or 100 days, depending on your CWR strategy, you can get to an ROI. So, it's important that, I don't spend time looking at that number all day and distracting myself, because I know that the stuff we're cooking in the back is what's really going to make that thing boom ultimately. And if we're spending our time, chasing a number or, worrying about something like that, it's just not, I don't think it's constructive. And it's better to zoom out, and look at what we have, look at our roadmap, look at the future developments that we're doing, look at the privacy network, the new token that we're launching. I mean, these things are huge. That layer 2 in and of itself is going to give us so many advantages in that we'll have, control over that layer 2. We'll be able to build products on that no one's seen before, as you mentioned. So yeah, these are the things to keep in mind and keep that long-term time horizon, instead of getting caught up in, the numbers and sort of that short-term perspective. This isn't the 100x, as you mentioned. It's not the Pepe. It's not the meme. It's, real utilities coming out, and that's what's going to lead us into the next bull run. And that's what my 2 to 3 year time horizon, 5-year time horizon is telling me not to, focus in on those kind of details and not worry about that. Because if we build it, they will come. It's just obvious. The market's going to crave something like this. We still have a great market fit. We're the anti-fiat. We talk about that all the time. Inflation's still here. It's still pesky. It's going to be around for a while. We don't expect interest rates to be going anywhere for quite some time. So yeah, I don't really watch things that closely. Maybe I should, but I think that, if we're doing the right things in the background and the community's staying strong and they're doing the right things as well to help promote and push and keep the positive vibes and messages going, then, that number is nothing to worry about. So yeah, just wanted to kind of address that a little bit. I did get one DM on it, but nothing crazy. So I was surprised to see that, we were at 377. That's huge. That's great. Other than that, working on the light paper, pretty much full time, and just got my head down and trying to craft that out, sort of like we did for the first white paper. It's gonna be a lot less content just because it's more about the pre-seed round, and obviously we don't have all the details figured out for the privacy network, but we're going to put as much of that detail as we can to give people, a good idea. And obviously, as we go through the pre-seed round and the pre-sale, more and more of that information will ultimately lead up to a, well-defined white paper. But I'm doing my best to show and showcase some of the innovations that we're going to try to add into this, and some of the neat mechanisms and features that we want to include in this layer 2 that will ultimately benefit the ArkFi ecosystem as well as the new privacy token. You mentioned the on and off ramps. Yes, big progress is being made. Alex has almost got all of the back end stuff ironed out, as well as error messaging and things like that. We are waiting on some design details from our designer, the same designer that did the V40 for the mobile web app. So we're waiting on some pretty pictures from him that Alex can walk through, and he's also working on user flow and integrating into the DApp and the PWA and all that stuff. So it's gonna be pretty cool, and I don't think people have seen anything like this in terms of just how well it integrates to an ROI DApp, as well as the thinking through the on and off ramp process for a token like ArkFi even. So yeah, we're trying to think ahead and see how streamlined we can make things, see how we can make the user flow much better. And that's the feedback we're getting every day. Like, hey, I want this on ramp, still a pain in the butt to go through from fiat to crypto. And if you guys had this, it would be a huge help. And so we know we're working on that, and that's a first priority. But also the off ramps. I mean, we want to have decentralized payment methods, and that's really the heart and soul of what we're doing. We're allowing you to buy crypto, earn crypto through the DeFi yield products like the daily ROI DApp, and then spend in the real world. So we're going to deliver that promise. Just going to take a little time here, but be patient. It's going to be well worth the wait. And we've been making progress every day. But yeah, today was exceptional. I think Alex had some great breakthroughs and was able to get over some hurdles and get more and more close to, putting the finishing touches on the off ramp first. And then he'll move on to the on ramp, and obviously we had the pre-seed contract, hooking that UI up and stuff, and we're working on that in the background as well. So yeah, lots going on. Everything's kind of converging, as we've mentioned. The sales funnel, the on and off ramps, the onboarding process, all of these things are just going to give us a huge lift, and people are taking notice, I think. And once we get these out here, I know you and I are going to go and talk to people again on the AMA tour and reveal a lot of new things. So I think it's going to bring a lot of excitement to the project and be the springboard for future growth.
Absolutely. And look, the ARK brand, the ARK name is already up there. I mean, it's no secret. Even on, a couple of days like today where we're under, the 400K in ILC reserves, our liquidity is up on PancakeSwap, and we're at, around 1,454K. Look at the other 199 TApps in the space. I think we're down like 287 from where we were last week. And, I'm looking around and see minus 14%, 20%. No one's been able to really capture the market in these past few months like we have. We are absolutely winning. Didn't have too much time today, but past couple of days I've been having some meetings with other projects that want to start using our utilities, generate through our affiliate program links for their projects. So that's going to be a beautiful push. I'm really excited about that, to understand that there's big communities that are needing these tools out there for their own on and off ramp needs. So that's going to just bring so much exposure. And look, what we want is to just inject into the liquidity here so much capital so much revenue, and at the same time offer these new investors that are going to be using our utilities the opportunity to come and invest and learn from all of these great leaders that we have here, all these folks who are ARK experts. And then we have, so much more to learn and so much more to do. I really enjoyed our Q&A yesterday after the recording, and really going into zero knowledge and the future and what it looks like and how we're going to be essential in creating the security and the privacy of the future. So extremely, extremely exciting. I wish we would have that recording, but we want to keep this to an hour, folks. It is too much for folks to sit and listen when we stay here like we did yesterday. I think it was 2 hours plus. So with that, let's go ahead and continue along. Thank you for the update, Brett. Keeping focused. That's what we do here. We build, and we understand. It's crypto. There's days that are just absolutely amazing, and days that are low. And we have over 5,000 that we're giving away today in the Spark Prize pool. I mean, how is that not exciting? How is that something to be really happy and proud about? And I can't wait to see who the winner. We already know who is the MVP. We're going to release that for you. And if you want to go ahead and look at it yourself, you can just go to the homepage on a D app and look at the leaderboard. That's the MVP, undisputed MVP. So we're going to go ahead and release that shortly. But before that, let's go check in with Coach Brad and the All Aboard. What do you got cooking for us, brother?
Very much, Atlas. Some great alpha there from you and Brett. Very exciting stuff. Can't wait to see what the future holds for ARK. Today we have a solid community member. He makes ARK content all the time. You all know him. It's that time. It's Fergie time. He's brought out a new video a couple of days ago, touches on the roadmap, and I love the title of this video. It's the ArkFi, the new standard. He is killing it. Love his content. Is he with us this evening? I don't see him in the chat. That is fine. We'll show the video, and then we'll have some questions and comments on it afterwards. Trying to keep to that hour slot, so I will get us underway.
Hey, what's up everyone? It's Crypto Fergie. It's that time again, guys. It's ArkFi time. You're expecting Fergie time, but it's ArkFi time. Today we're going to cover ArkFi because we have reached a milestone. We're going to get into that later on as we go through this video. But there's lots to unpack today. The virtual card, the roadmap, how it's rolling out. Everything is rolling out seamlessly because this team works full-time at this. This is not their part-time gig or anything. This is their full-time gig, and they are rolling stuff out. And if you have listened to the roadmap, you know how bullish this is. But guys, let's dive in. You know me, I am not your financial advisor. Do your own research before you part with any of that hard-earned cash, guys. So it's Saturday morning, guys. I have an allocation to do. So first we're going to look at the 571 ARK price. This is probably the most boring part of ArkFi. So it is. The price never changes, but that's the most beautiful part of ArkFi, that the price never changes. So we're not sitting waiting for a pump or anything like that there. Liquidity is sitting at 921,000. As I said, this is going to hit the million. And guys, look at the total vault accounts, 5,015. This is growing steadily. The ILC, the Intelligent Liquidity Controller, this is not a PEG, this is not an LMS. This buys and sells the ARK token to smooth out any pumps or any dumps that there would be. And when you look at the anti-dump throttling thing that they have as well, mechanism they have, if you acquire tokens that are not connected to the vault and you try to sell them, there's a 50% tax. So who would want to sell that? And it's so much beneficial to be in the vault because you're getting that 2% a day, which will drop to 1% and through the longevity of the wallet. So, but your 1% is still super good. We'd be spoilt at 2%, so we do. So market cap's at 4.6. Spark pool prize, they're giving this out every day. As you can see, the times, the amount that is given out, which is incredible. There's been 138 Spark winners. I'm not there yet. I will be someday. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Okay, guys, let's take a look at my vault. Let's get this out of the way first. I want to get this out of the way before we dive in to what we're going to be talking about today. As you can see, I have this allocation to do. My timer's run out. This is making me 25 ARK per day. That is a value of 144. So let's get that allocation work done, guys. Review transaction, and it's away. So guys, normally on a Friday or on a Saturday I would actually withdraw some of my funds, but this weekend I don't need any funds to survive or pay bills, so I'm just going to leave that in. As you can see, I've got 1277 and I have withdrawn 43. I'm going to let that build up because there was some alpha that they're bringing out a new token, as I think it's to do with the DVPN, which is the decentralized VPN, and you have to be in the vault. There's no point having ARKs. You have to be in the vault. So I'm going to stack these here in my wallet balance. So when these tokens become available, which has the possibility of 100x. So the thing with the rolling out the roadmap of ArkFi is there is enough stuff going on in the roadmap that allows you to stay within the whole ecosystem, and there's different levels, you know, where the ARK vault is pretty steady, it's pretty stable, it's a slow burner, it's not really a slow burner, it's still doing its thing, but now we have the opportunity to buy these tokens that will pay us back dividends, I think. I'm sure Coach Brad will correct me if I'm wrong in the future, because you'll become a part owner of the DVPN business, so you will. Which there's nothing else like. There's VPNs out there, but there's no decentralized VPNs. So this will be the first one of its kind to hit the market, which will be huge. Because you get your foot in the door first, you know, you set the standard, so you do. So as you can see, quarter 4 22, this has all happened. Quarter 1 of 23, the mobile application came out, which is absolutely fire. They brought a version 2 out of it. This is basically, they've upgraded it slightly, and sorry guys, I've only after breakfast. So that is absolutely working flawlessly. People are starting to realize the potential that's in ArkFi. And it's not even just about the whole thing, the way it works. It's about the community. It's about the dev team, the approachability that there is within the whole community. Everybody wants to see everybody rise together. So quarter 2, guys, we're having the Fiat on-ramp, which will be a huge thing. This will get rolled out flawlessly. We have the virtual prepaid card, which we're going to cover slightly. We're going to hear from Brett how that's coming along. Then we have the physical debit card, the DVPN, and the strategic investments. This is next level, guys. I am so excited. As I was saying on a podcast last night, because it was the podcast where there was the 5,000 vaults, and everybody wanted to share how ARK has changed their lives, and I just come across ARK has brought hope. DeFi can be a cruel place. It can be a place where you're hanging on with your nails and you're trying to get through it. You have your losses, you have your wins, you have your small wins, but majority of it for me was always just breaking even or losses. There was never no wins. This is the first platform that in my gut, I actually feel that this is the one. You know when you say which is the one? This is the one, I believe, for me. But you got to do your own research. There's enough information out there now. There's enough content creators out there covering this here, showing real figures, what's really happening. And if you're nailing yourself to one project, that's on you. But I decide to work and diversify around different platforms to see. And ArkFi is my number one. It is my number one play. I have other plays going on, yes. They're more DJ-y, they're more this, but that's just who I am. But when I come home, This is the one that I would put my mortgage on. Not that I want you to put your mortgage on, but this is the one that has been crushing it for me. So guys, let's hear what, and also there's a slight update also. So we had the 5,000 ARK. This is my Twitter, so if you want to go and give me a follow there, I have 607 followers, which is pretty amazing. I never liked Twitter to start, and then until I got onto it. So there's a few upgrades. As you can see, the QR code now has the ARK symbol in it. Them small details, see them small details, the attention, that is the next level that we're talking about. So it is. So guys, if you want to scan this, scan this, download the application, the PWA app. You'll not find it on the iOS app or the Play Store app. This has to be downloaded through pwa.arkfi.io. This is mine, so if you want to be in my team, please do so. We're giving away free ARK to our team members all the time, so we do. So back to the roadmap, guys. We want to cover the virtual prepaid card, and I have a section of this where Brett covers it and sort of lays it out a wee bit better than I could.
Doing great. Lots going on behind the scenes. We are working very steady and fast on getting the virtual card that we're actually going to call, and I guess I can announce that we're going to call it the ARK card, and that's the virtual prepaid debit card that we talked about. So it'll be the first offering. Let's see. Yeah, Alex is getting pretty far through the back end, and we're starting on redesigning. So he has at least built, the flow and all of that stuff from a UI perspective, but we're going to redesign the front face of that to match the branding and make it really sexy and integrate with the app and the website and all those things. So we've got some work to do there, but it's steady and working around the clock to try to get this done as fast as we can. So that's going to be a huge piece and component, obviously the on-ramp as well. And that'll be fast coming after the first off-ramp, the first virtual card. And then also some quick updates. Scripto King mentioned today that MetaMask hasn't updated to the new version of Wallet Connect. So he's going to have to hold off on adding the new version of Wallet Connect to the mobile app. It looks like MetaMask isn't due to update on their end, the Wallet Connect version, until around June. So we may not get all of the Wallet Connect features that we want to in this next version that's rolling out on Friday, but I know he's still on track to do that. And if there's any other updates, I'll let everyone know. But looking forward to that on Friday. And then, we're just plugging away. And it's a process. We can't go too fast or too slow, but I would say in general, we're going to launch something that's going to blow people's minds as far as the on-ramp and the off-ramps go.
So did you hear that, guys? It's going to blow people's minds. So just to sort of break apart what Brett Nordine was saying there, the off-ramp is going to probably be through the virtual card. So them two will roll out, and then the on-ramp part of it, I'm not a coder or anything like that, will roll out later. But as you can hear, they are working day and night, so they are. So guys, if you're not part of the ARK, you're missing out. I feel that you're missing out. And some people say, oh, it's too late, we didn't get in the pre-sale and all of that. There, it's you look at the price. Let's go take a check at the price. This price has never changed. This has never changed, so it has. So we just take a look at it in the chart. So it's still 571. So we take a wee look at the live chart. The only thing that is you didn't get in the time is time. You didn't get it in. You can still get in, but you've wasted time if you're not in. So, but the price stays the same. You get in today at the same price I get in when I was in January. I get in January, so I did. So just look at, let's see how stable this price is. And this is not a pegged LMS. This is a ILC, Intelligent Liquidity Controller. As you can see, guys, look at that. That is absolutely nailed. So it is. and there's nothing pegged for it to drop or anything. This is intelligently working out the sales and the buys, and it buys and sells, keeps everything smooth, so it does. And as you can see from January, the 21st of January, it has been working really smooth right through to now. So it's January, February, March, April, May. We're nearly coming up on the 6-month mark, but this coin has been stable because of the ILC. So we just take a look. I have some new people in my syndicate, which is growing all the time. Yeah, I think we have something like 26. Yeah, 26 and 36 syndicate members. If you want to be part of this team, the link will be in the description. It will also be in the comments, and I'll pin it at the comments. Because what can I say? It's Saturday. I'm going to enjoy my day off, so I am, because I know ArkFi is printing in the background, and if I need money, I go to the cash machine, take it off. But I can't wait. This virtual card comes out, which is called the ARK card, which is all these really cool names for these products, which is insane. And when the virtual card comes out, that means I don't have to go through the whole process of taking it off to exchange, sending it to crypto.com card. I can just send it to the ARK card, or the new virtual card that comes out in the future, which will roll out this Q2, which is between now and June, July, I think. So, future's looking bright. Guys, see you in the next one. Enjoy your weekend.
Great coverage there from Crypto Fergie. Always great videos from him. Great alpha, great community member. Great to see him waving the ARK flag. Let's just see if he's joined us. I don't think he has. It's a bit late for him. He's in the UK time zone. No, he's not with us. Do we have any questions or comments about the video today?
Hey, Coach Brad,
Another
I think it
banger.
was another great video from Ferg. I really enjoy it when these YouTubers when they add the verbiage in, like when Brett was going back and talking about the alpha and dropping that. That's kind of neat how they go in there. Instead of just talking about it, let's hear it from the horse's mouth, straight from that. So I like it when they do that. Adds a nice little feature to it.
I agree. It's great to hear from influencers and YouTubers, but it's even better to hear from, as you said, the horse's mouth, straight from Brett or straight from Atlas. Yeah, great little feature there, and I think he makes really good content. He's been a solid community member since he joined in January. Through the ARK system, when you promote a good project and people have success in that project, it in turn benefits you, not just with your syndicate members, but look at how his YouTube channel has grown. He was nowhere near 1,000 subs when he first joined ARK. Now he's over 1,100 subs. Excuse me. So, I'd like to think that was partly because we run all good content through the Sweet widget. We help do what we can on our end to push the algorithms for the people making the ARK content. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship, and that's what we do. We do everything we can to help the content creators, and he has certainly been thriving within the system. I remember when he got his first referral, and how happy he was, and now I think it was 26 he said he was up to. So fantastic growth on all fronts there from Crypto Fergie, and he totally deserves it. He's a hard worker, always makes great content. Great to see. Atlas just mentioned another banger.
Yeah, he's so enthusiastic and smiling. He's got the ARK running through his veins. There's no doubt about it, and it shows. You feel it, and great to see him have his journey here and be so excited, so confident. He gets it. He understands it. Another winner. Thank you so much. Shout out to the Ferg, and let's go ahead and spin the wheel of the toad.
Oh yeah. So this is the wheel of toad, everyone. Before I get into this, I do want to remind everyone of the ARK competition going on. We just posted the announcement about that. We're giving away $1,500 on podcast number 200. I believe that's May 19th, 4 p.m. EST. To enter, all you have to do is put ARK in your username, just like you see a lot of the people in the podcast here, and send me a screenshot. Just send me a DM with that proof, and I'll get you added onto the list. And how we're going to do it is the first place winner is going to win $500 worth of BUSD. The rest will win $250, but the first place winner must be live on the podcast to claim the prize. So if it lands your name and you're not there, you will be re-rolled. Right, Atlas? That's how we're doing it?
That's exactly how we're doing it. So we want to have a lot of folks here participating.
Oh, yeah.
1,500 BUSD, flying the flag of the ARK. And we want participation to happen as well. So I think we'll hopefully get the word out. Tell your friends you want to win either 500 or 250. We won't let somebody win several times on that one. We want to be able to have one winner per account, right, per investor.
Yeah.
But we're hoping for some great participation, and it worked really good before. A lot of folks had fun with it. And do not get left behind. Do not wait for the last minute. Also, folks who do it, you do not want to be at the bottom of the line. You want to be at the top always of the list. Let's get this crypto.
Yes, sir.
And Atlas, you need to have an active Vault account as well, right? You need to be an ARK investor. It's not just for, it is for community members only.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes, sir. Good question. Thank you.
Definitely important. And for those that are new here, don't know what is the wheel right now today, every day we do have a new sweep widget contest. It is posted in the main chat. It's pinned in the contest and giveaway topic. It's also posted in the announcements channel. So it's pretty easy to find. Every day you're just going to click on that new sweep widget link, go through all the tasks on there. Going to be liking, comments, some YouTube videos, clapping up some Medium articles, retweeting some Twitter links. And once you go through all that list and get all those tasks done, your name will pop up on this lovely wheel. And if we land on your lucky name, then you'll win $50 to $100 worth of BUSD. And we do this every day, and it really helps the content creators. So please get involved. And without further ado, let's spin that wheel.
On the count of 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations, Repak Neb. You've won $50 worth of BUSD. And that is a first-time winner. Congrats.
Go! Congratulations.
And thanks for everyone that participated. If you didn't win today, folks, you have another chance tomorrow. It only really takes a couple of minutes of your time every day to help support these great content creators who are taking their time to put passion into their work. They're taking the time to really express how their journey is unfolding and the great success that they're having here in this project. So we understand that these are the true leaders. These are the folks that have put the money where their mouth is, and they're doing it in a selfless manner. They're doing it for the project, that there's benefit to them in the growth of their channel. Great. We're so proud, really, of everyone that's come and contributed. And like anything, there's always some people that are looking for an angle, trying to use the good name of the ARK for their own self-promotion. And we're not going to call anybody out, but I think it's no secret. There's a couple people out there who've tried to really use the hype and the success and the integrity and the true value of the ARK for their own benefits. And for those folks, they're really, really not welcomed here. We have a fantastic community of content creators, whether that's on Medium or YouTube. We're surrounded by great leaders, folks of integrity who are putting the real work in. Keep doing what you're doing. Fergie, Donatello, just Sean, Amanda. The list is really long. I'd have to think, Brandon, the Drip Guide. We're just so blessed with all of you great folks. Thank you so much for what you do, and in the integrity that you do it with. There's no lazy efforts, to say the least. The Crypto Badgers, their Sunday videos are just a gem. They bring so much value. They really take the time, and we understand who the true leaders are here. With that, I think it's time that we go and unleash this crazy beast that's upon us here with the Spark rewards. And boy, do we really have a massive prize, folks. We are looking at 906.37 ARK. Sheesh. Boy, oh boy. And look, that's $5,176.51. It's happening. We're witnessing it.
My God.
We knew it would come. It wasn't a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And wow, congratulations to last night's winner as well. Another all-time high. But let's go ahead and make this happen, folks. And it's also a very substantial prize for the MVP of the day, bringing in more investors, more liquidity, more folks that are going to be earning here with a bright future on the ARK. So without further ado, let's go ahead and unleash the beast. One second. Why is it not showing right? See what I'm seeing? Hold on a second, folks. Our Mistletoe, Coach Fred, are you seeing what I'm seeing? That the Spark is showing at 0 on our
Yeah,
stream
I do see
dashboard?
that.
I am seeing that, yeah.
That's really weird. Hold on a second. Because I do see it on the main app being correct, but it's just here in our interface. Let me, because I want to show the whole thing. We know who the winner is for the MVP, but we also want to be able to show, like we do every day, the whole Spark winner. And we need that for our banners as well. It is a bit late now to get Mr. Alex, but just bear with me, folks. Give me like 30 seconds to check on another link and see if I could show that.
Uh-oh, did Y2K finally hit?
The tension builds.
Who is it going to be? I was just messaging all my friends. You better tune in. It's a big one.
I want to quickly go and open up a new wallet, but I don't think I've got time.
Right? Yeah, that would be something. Qualify last minute and win. That'd be cool.
I did today, so I knew it was going to be a big one. So I rolled the dice. But like we talked about, Mister, win-win situation. If you get it, great. It's like not like scratching a lottery ticket where if you lose, you got to throw it away. There's no value. But here, if you win, great. If you don't win, you're still winning because you're getting paid every day, and you still get an opportunity to win the next day. So it's a no-brainer.
100%.
Exactly.
No brainer.
It's like buying a lottery ticket that
900?
never expires.
Yes, sir. 900 ARK. 908 to be exact.
$5,000, guys.
Sheesh.
I'll let you know as soon as I get it how it feels. Are we going to go at this time from now on, or is this just a one-off because he had to fly?
This is just a one-off, Mr. Putter.
But eventually it may be this much.
Can you guys hear
every
me?
day.
No,
Yeah,
he
go
meant
ahead.
the time, Brett. Yes, we can.
Oh, the
Atlas,
time.
yeah.
Sorry, I thought he meant the balance of the spark.
No, it'll only be
It was
a
just on,
month
and now it
and
disappeared. You
it
guys see
came
that?
back
Yeah.
and disappeared. Yeah.
Magic.
Not good magic. Hold on a second. Let's refresh it again. Let's see. There it is. All right. Let's just move fast while it's still showing. I think it's something's refreshing it in the background that's causing that error, but at least we can all see it. So let's go ahead and make it happen. And the battery's messed up on this. Yeah, I won't go through on this video. Yes. It just went to, come on. There we are. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
We can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, I was messing around. Okay, it is there. It's not giving us our USD value, but folks, the winner of the 817.23 ARK, their wallet ends in 0F53, and they are a first-time winner, folks, into Nitro mode. Sheesh. Boy, that's huge. And for daily MVP, their wallet ends in 895D. They've won 90.880 ARK. That's right. Our USD is failing. We're going to have to tweak on that and try to get it working perfectly again tomorrow. Pretty strange as, hold on a quick second. Let me see here. That was working pretty good yesterday. All right. Anyway, on the main app page, it is showing. So congrats. Pretty massive. All right. Oh, here we're having the same issue too. Yeah, we're gonna have to see what's going on tomorrow with all of our feeds coming into the broadcasting studio. Okay, there it is, a refresh. It's showing correctly. We'll need to check on that, but let's turn it over to Mr. Z for our DeFi sessions, our crypto expert. Hope you're doing well, my friend.
Yeah, pretty well. Happy days. How we doing?
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
That winner was in my downline.
Let's go.
Let's go. Nitro.
Yeah, I know who that is. Obviously, I won't divulge that information. It's, down to them to want to tell people. But yeah, I know who that is.
We have friends in high places there. Coach Brad.
Yeah.
Big money earning jet set flying on the ARK. Sheesh.
And that said, did that say first time winner, Atlas?
Yep.
I believe so.
They are a second time winner. They must have won in a different wallet.
Yeah, we'd have to go back on the list and check and make sure. Remember that all this new data is coming into the broadcasting studio. So yeah, confirm that for me, because if it's not accurate, like it was showing yesterday 0. We told them to fix that. It's supposed to show first time winner or 2 or second time winner. So we did see that update, but there's an issue.
Sorry. Yeah, I'll DM you and let you know who that is, because you know who that is as well. And they've definitely won before, and I believe it was in that wallet. So we'll have to go and check that. But Z, you take it away, sir.
Is it James at the water cooler, by any chance?
It's not James at the water cooler. No, it's not.
I'm just messing around. All right, Mr. Z, take it over, sir.
Absolutely. You guys can hear me just fine, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So yeah, currently we're looking at a price of 27,539 on Bitcoin, and this was a price we kind of measured last few weeks. We've been looking at the sort of 27,200 region when we were up here and thinking we were going to the moon. We pulled back, and I want to see if we keep this range going for a few months. But that's where Bitcoin is, 27,537. Today I'm gonna go like off the sort of yeah.
We told him, Z.
Yeah.
Did little Jimmy, the James at the water cooler, did he listen? I mean, he kept buying the tops, right? And we're going to the moon. So what's holding this level here? Where's the liquidity? Because I mean, we break down here, and I mean we've already told him where he's going to go.
Yep.
If he doesn't hold, if he doesn't go play back up in the top of that range, it's GG's, my friends. See you down in the abyss, they said.
Yeah. I mean, the more we look at the sort of hourly chart, the more we realize we could easily hit lower levels and reaccumulate through the year. But yeah, I mean, as everybody, I would love it to go up and sort of get a leg up, but it's got to do a bit of work. There's a bunch of things to happen with Bitcoin. So that's one thing I was looking at. The other thing sort of I had on my mind was Tether. So when we look into what Tether is, when we look at the market cap, right? We see Tether at a market cap of, I believe, 82 billion. And we see it go through a lot of volume. It seems to be the place that takes profits. It's what people sort of accumulate on a good trade from. So 18 billion was sort of transacted 24 hours. Last year, Tether kind of hired an accounting firm, and the accounting firm was called BDO Italia. And yeah, there's this one Twitter page called GREVIK. I'd like people to follow this. Jerevik. This person is giving like real analytical data of these sort of updates. And so they hired BDO, and what BDO has started to do after a few years of working with the Tether folks is start to show their reserves a little bit. Because you would want to think, like, what makes this market cap of Tether, and what does it include? What is and we're looking at OKX, we're looking at centralized exchanges. We're seeing them show their holdings a little bit more. So we're starting to kind of see a preview of what Tether kind of hold. So I'm going to kind of just read a bit from here. So just bear with me. So BDO Italia's latest attestation report for Tether revealed that Bitcoin made up approximately $1.5 billion of the stablecoin issuers' reserves. So about 2% of their total, you can say, treasury is in Bitcoin, 1.5 billion there. They also have a holding into precious metals. So $3.4 billion of their treasury is, in precious metals. And we're just, and I think we're going to see much more of this. And it's a positive because you want to know what Tether is holding, what the Circle Foundation's holding in the USDC, and that's how we understand what a stablecoin's sort of, utility is. So the announcement also stated that Tether made $1.48 billion in profits over the course of the first quarter and increased the circulation of its token by 20%. Because of this increased circulation, Tether's total reserves have reached their highest point ever at approximately $81.8 billion. So it's pretty interesting, and I'm curious to see what else they have going. So Garrick basically broke it down a tiny bit and kind of explained how Tether works with its reserves a little bit. So this is. Are you guys able to see my screen? I'm just paranoid about it. Everyone can see my screen, right?
Sir.
Okay, awesome. So this is the tweet, and it's showing you the accounting ledger of Tether a little bit. So you see 1.5 billion in Bitcoin. You're seeing 3.39 in precious metals, corporate bonds of about 140 million. Other investments, 2.1 billion, secured loans, 5.3, and we're starting to learn a little bit. And yeah, this is going to get me back into the 10K filings a little bit, like I used to, and to understand what their gearing ratio is. And that's so Bitcoin, the category comprised. So this is part of their you can say audit. So the Bitcoin category comprises Bitcoin held on-chain in wallet controlled by the group. So this is on-chain data, right? So 1.5 billion there. So yeah, that's some insights that we're starting to see, and I'm super interested to see how they use it. So they went into, I think this Twitter feed kind of went into how they earn. So Tether just reported a quarter one profit of 1.5 billion compared to previous infamous 150-year-old bank with 48,000 employees, whose profit was about 3.2 billion. So it's a nice thread to kind of break down what they're holding and stuff. So that's just something that was into my research. And then the other thing I had briefly was Wyoming. The state of Wyoming looking to release their own stablecoin. And so they started to have meetings and have public sort of, you can say, town hall type meetings around its functionality, its stability, and how it deals with the law. And yeah, that's been my sort of research for today. Just what stablecoins are about and what sort of variety of sort of pools we'll get in the near future. So it wasn't quite a bit, but I hope it kind of, gave some light on the reserves.
Hey, Z?
Yeah.
Quick thing. Is the fall or a little pullback of Bitcoin today attributed to the Silk Road liquidation from the confiscation?
Silk Road, but it's not the majority of the wallet now, is it? Like Bitcoin has 21 million. Silk Road's counting was in the thousands, I believe. That's what I mean. It's one angle. The real angle, everything dipped is because of the core price index that came out today. So I think the core price index report that we touched on a little bit yesterday kind of impacted the price on not just we had sort of core price We had unemployment claims. We had a bunch of data that came out today that people also traded off. So one of the many sorts of attributes, Anelo. I hope that answered the question.
Thank you. Yeah. Later I'll follow maybe. Thanks.
All right, thank you. Cool. So that sort of, it's a short one today. That sort of concludes my DeFi session today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Z, for another one. So, Z, their circulating supply has risen to 81 B.
Yeah, $81.8 billion.
They were just at 68 not so long ago.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Like they've increased their supply by 20%, and they're worth $88 billion.
Yeah, I'm seeing A2.4 B. Yeah, we're gonna have to spend some more time with this. This seems quite a lot. Well, I mean, we know that when the target was set on BUSD and the Wells notice over there to the good folks at Paxos, there was definitely quite a bit of a run for the exit, and a lot of folks thought it was going to go to USDC, but in fact, it went to Tether, and that's pretty interesting. As I think USDC did a couple of mistakes by freezing funds from a lot of the folks associated or whatever used the Tornado Cash. So I think the smart money said, "Hey, let's go with Tether instead." I mean, that's where 68. I've seen 66 billion dollars worth of volume happen in a day. It's not Bitcoin, it's not Ethereum, it's Tether, folks, and mostly on Tron. But with that, let's go ahead and close out today's podcast. I want to thank everybody for your patience, understanding that we pushed a couple of hours later in time. Probably wonderful for Bizy Dips and Max P. They're over there in Australia. And when we do the podcast on our side of the world, it is very, very early in the morning. So I think it was probably a breath of fresh air for our great friends at Crypto Badgers. Great to see them here. So we got Bizy Dips. So, folks, congratulations to the new all-time high, over $5,000 given to the Spark Reward winner. We know who the winner is. I've just been informed, and we'll see if that person would like to come live maybe at some point through the next couple of days and announce the victory, announce their entry into Nitro mode, and they are a second-time winner. We have confirmed that as well. So privacy, anonymity is important, but if somebody wants to come and share with all of us their win, we all enjoy it, and well-deserved. It always is well-deserved here for everyone on the ARK. And congratulations also to our most valuable player, also bringing in a nice Nitro boost to their ARK Vault account. Let's see who tomorrow will bring us as the MVP, as well as the new Spark winner. For the folks listening, thank you for your participation. Thank you for the input you gave us today. A couple of the listeners regarding the buttons that we use here are a bit loud, and in the recording they're comfortable. So we've made an attempt for you folks to turn the volume down on the sound effects here in the broadcasting studio. Please do let us know if it's improved. We're here to make sure that everyone gets the most out of it, that it's educational, entertaining, and that your ears are safe. So thank you for those inputs, folks. And we're going to be back tomorrow at our regularly scheduled slot, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC, folks. We look forward to seeing you there. Please take care of each other. Take care of yourselves as well. And we'll see you tomorrow.